Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit
Friends, in the last video, we have seen that this is the HTML document that is created by us, and this is the DOM tree in the right side that is created by the browser when it loads the HTML document. Okay, and this is the document object, which is the entry level object to the DOM. So we can able to navigate through all these elements using this document object only. Okay, and in this video, we are going to learn how to access that HTML elements and how can we manipulate that HTML elements by the JavaScript using the DOM methods. Okay, so we'll have some set of predefined methods and properties, DOM methods and properties. So using them, we can able to access and manipulate that HTML element. And our task is we have to reach to this text myPara from this body to this element and to this paragraph, and we have to manipulate this myPara. Okay, so I'll go to VS Code. So you can see, friends, I have the same document, but I have removed that two sections. Okay, so let's open Google Chrome. So you can see we have three things that we written in the HTML. Okay, and I have to show you one more thing, friends, that is HTML tree generator. So basically it is a Chrome extension. You can download this for free if you want. So basically what this does is it will create the same DOM tree that browser creates, and it will show to us. Okay, so that we'll have some clarity about the hierarchy of document that we have created. Okay, so you can see here our root element is HTML element, and it has two children. First child is head and the second child is body, and our paragraph lies inside the body, right? So you have to remember that thing. And also one more thing, this entire DOM tree is located or contained inside the document object. So we have seen that here. This is the empty object, right? So entire this thing is contained in this document object only. Okay, so now let's go to Google and let's close this. I'll inspect this and I'll go to console, and here first I will write something like document, and if I press enter, you can see I got entire document. Okay, so let's clear that. Now I'll write document dot first element child. Okay, this is the method, and it will give the first element, that is nothing but HTML. I'll show you that. So what is the first element to the document? HTML, right? So that's why we got HTML. Next, I'll copy this again. Super simple. Let's copy that. Let's paste that, and again let's type first element child. Press enter. I hope you are able to see this. Okay. Okay. Press enter. Now what you get? You got head. That means again go here for document first element, again first element head. Okay, so this is the first element. Now what is the last element? Body, because for HTML first element will be head and the last element will be body, right? Because there are only two elements in that. Now let's access that last element. Let's simply copy that. It's super simple, and now I'll paste that here. Okay, and here instead of this first element child, we have to write last element child. Okay, the same method but name changes. Now we can see we got the body. So I hope you are understanding this hierarchy. First element child, and then last element child, that is body. Now inside the body we have to target again paragraph, right? Directly we have paragraph. So let's go to VS Code. You can see inside the body we have directly paragraph, right? So, and you know that this paragraph is also element. Entire paragraph from open tag to close tag, entire thing is paragraph, right? So again let's go to Google. Let's copy that and let's paste that over here, and here let's write first element child. I'll write first element child and press enter. So you can see we got paragraph. So this is how we can able to access that paragraph element. Now how to get this only text para? So again let's copy that, and here let's paste that, and here just write inner text or inner HTML. So this is also a predefined method. If I press enter, you can see I got myPara. Okay, now it's time to manipulate this. But how can we manipulate? Simply we have to copy this entire thing. Entire thing, you copy that and you paste that, and here press equal to and open brackets, quotes, and here just write something like I'll write this is JS para. Press enter. Okay, now you can see that finally we have reached to this point from document to this myPara point, and we have successfully manipulated that paragraph, right? And we have changed that to this is JS para. You can see that here also we got the same thing. So this is the way, this is how we actually manipulate HTML content using the document object model. But important thing to remember, guys, this is not the regular approach. Okay, because we will have hundreds of elements in the HTML, right? And we can't write first element child, last element child, first element child, last element child. Like this we can't write, right? but I just wanted to show you in the real time how can we manipulate that HTML using the DOM. That is why I have explained you in this way, but there are some different methods and we use that methods regularly. So this is just to show you how to manipulate in real time. Okay, so I'll go to VS Code now and I have app.js file and this is empty. So let's learn how to manipulate that HTML elements using the DOM methods. So whatever that methods we use in regular life. Okay, so first thing is accessing element using ID. Okay, in CSS we give ID, right? And if I go to index.html, you see I have ID for h2 main heading. So let's access this. Let's get this first. So for that we'll store that in a variable. So I'm taking a variable a, not a. Let's take heading equal to again document.getElementById. So you can see that we have getElementById. This is a predefined method, DOM method. GetElementById and open parenthesis. Inside that write the ID name. Let's go to index.html. What is the ID name? Main heading, right? Okay, we have to write that here. Write main heading. Okay, so and we got that element. We got this text and we are storing that inside the main heading, and we are storing that inside the heading part. Okay, now let's console.log. I'll print this in the console. Okay, let's go to Google again. So successfully we got main heading, entire thing, entire h2 heading. Now we all know that to access that actual content, we can just write here inner HTML, and if I go to Google, you can see we got hello. And you also know that if you want to manipulate that, we can just need to write like this, and now you'll see the magic. So you can see in the real time it is manipulated using the JavaScript by the DOM method. Okay, second thing, accessing element using the ID class. Now it's time to class. Again I'll copy the same thing. Okay, and I'll paste it here, and let's change this to something like para. Okay, so here instead of writing all this, I will cut this first, and here I'll write document.getElementByClassName. You can see by class name, and again open parenthesis, and again here you have to pass class name. What is the class name? Para. This is the class name para, and let's close this and let's console this again. Let's see what we are going to get. You'll definitely shock. So here I'll open Chrome. Now you can see we got HTML collection. Firstly, what is this? It's an array. Okay, and inside array what is there? P paragraph is there. What is this dot? It is the class. So we have given para class to the paragraph element. If there is ID, it will give hash symbol. Okay, and if I open that, you can see we got array, and inside array first element is para. But thing is, why did we get this thing? Okay, we got paragraph element. I'll do something now. I'll write here inner HTML, so that we'll get actual content, right? So we need to get this my para now, because we have written inner HTML. Let's go. You can see we got undefined, because friends, in general in CSS we can give same class for multiple elements, right? Same class for multiple elements, right? So by default this method will confuse. Okay, you have given me a class called para, but there are many elements with same class. Which para should I get you? Which class content should I get you, like that? But there is no extra element right here. We have only one element, that is called para. So even though we have only one element, with para class, by default this method will give you undefined only. So for that we have to specify with index, and you have seen that we got array, right? It has given array of elements. You can see we got array here, collection, HTML collection array, paragraph array. So because it is array, and if it is array, you all know that in the array we can access the elements using the index, right? So I'm opening brackets, and I will type here 0, first element. We want first element using the 0th index, and I will write here dot inner HTML. Now let's ready to face that. You can see I got my para output. Okay, so this is the difference between element by the class name or element by the ID. And the second difference is, you can notice here, for the class name we use here elements, and for the ID there is no elements, it's only element. Okay, so this is again very important difference, because you'll often confused by that. Okay, just remember that. And now third way of accessing is accessing element using the tag name. What is tag? Tag name. And what is tag? So these are all tags, right? P, H2, section. Okay, so let's do that also. Again, I'll copy this entire thing. Okay, let's copy this until here. That is enough. And let's paste that here. And here we need to change some things. So I'll write tag. And here, actually, let's remove this entire thing. Okay, so document.getElementById tag name. You can see we got that here. Get elements. Here we have elements by tag name. And I'll open parenthesis and I'll pass h3 here. Where is h3? Here is the h3. So I'm passing h3. So now I should get this entire element. Okay, so let's go to write console and write here tag, and let's see what we'll get. So you can see again we got HTML collection array, and inside the array there is only one element because we have written only one h3 in the HTML document. That is why we have one element. So we got the same output as we got in the class, right? Why? Because same thing, guys. We can give multiple same class for multiple elements. We can have multiple tags, multiple same tags, right? I can have h3 for 100 times, right, in HTML document. If you pass h3, then this method will again confuse. Okay, which h3 should I get? So again the same formula. We have to open brackets and pass index, that is 0, and here we have to write dot inner HTML. Now open in Google Chrome. So hello, I am also heading h3. So this is the h3. And now in this way we can manipulate also this. So we can just something like write like okay got you. So let's write okay got you. Okay, so let's go to Chrome again. Now you can see it is changed here also, at the same time here also. So these are the three methods. These are the three methods to access HTML elements using ID and using class and using tag names. Okay, I hope you understood the concept, and I hope you understood this the first method, the first way we have used it to access and to manipulate all the HTML. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you.